Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, 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 everyone. And literally seconds ago, Amy goes, "This is like Fantasy Island." Smiles, everyone. And there's only one other person here, me. So who do you think she's talking about? I'm like, oh, she goes, "Smile, everyone." And actually, Fantasy Island is what we are living every day, and yet we don't realize it. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. Have you ever heard the phrase, energy flows where attention goes? Or what you think about, you bring about? I mean, these sound like super cool quotes that you'd find on a coffee mug or in a yoga studio up on the wall. Yet they're actually based on something much deeper, stronger, and it's how your mind, your thoughts, and even your emotions are constantly shaping the reality around you. And so many of us goes, this is happening to me. In reality, this is happening to that. And it's so strange to really understand it. So let's start with something just a little bit wild, a little bit crazy. You are not real. You don't exist, kind of. I mean it. Science shows that every atom in your body is 99.9999999% empty space. That's a huge amount of nothing. And that is every atom. And all of those atoms are empty space, and all of those atoms make up you, make up everything. So, which means technically you're actually just an invisible cloud of vibrating energy pretending to be solid, thinking that it's solid, reacting as if it's solid. And here's the add on, oh my God, those vibrations, those atoms don't actually exist in one fixed place. Nothing is solid or stationary. They don't become that until you pay attention, until they're observed or influenced. They're just potentials. Until then, they're just this field of unlimited potential. So if the whole physical universe, you included, is made of vibrating atoms of potential, then the next question is, what tells them what to become? And this is where your intention, your attention, and thought come into play. Because your brain is not just this lump of gray mush that we see on Grey's Anatomy. Oh, it's not this little bundle of stuff thinking random thoughts. It's an electrical broadcasting system, and every thought you have fires neurons in your brain, releasing electrical impulses. In fact, your brain produces around 20 watts of electrical power. That's enough to light up a light bulb at any point in time. Just pop it in your ear, see what happens. Anyway, more importantly, this electricity creates an electric magnetic field around your head and around your body. Now, some people say this is your aura, your energy field. They actually see it and they can see different colors based on the thoughts you're having. And get this, that electric magnetic field is not separate. It influences other electric magnetic fields. And that's not woo woo, that's physics. So when you think a thought, you're not just whispering it inside your head, you're sending out a little broadcast signal into the environment, into the quantum field around you. And where does that signal go? It goes exactly where your attention is placed. What you think about, you bring about. Think of attention like sunlight. Whatever you shine it on grows. Shine it on weeds, you get more weeds. Shine it on roses, you get more roses. Your attention acts like a magnifying glass for the energy your thoughts create. So if you don't like what's growing in your life garden, You don't really fix it by just spending all your energy focusing and pulling weeds all day. You actually fix it much quicker by planting more roses. So it's not about clearing out all the weeds, it's about putting in more of the good of what you want. Meaning, don't just resist what you don't want, focus more on what you do want. So here's an example. Who out there has ever wanted to buy a new car? Oh, you thought about it, you looked it up, you did a little research on it, or if you've even just thought about buying a new one, you haven't actually gone out to buy one, suddenly you start seeing that exact car everywhere. It's not like the universe suddenly quickly and made more of them just for you and put them out. What happened is your attention tuned your brain's filter. Your nervous system noticed what was already out there, what it was ignoring in the past. And those are your electromagnetic broadcast finding a match in the field to be aware, to observe. Now, this is why your worries feel so real. When you keep worrying about something, you are literally holding your attention on it. You are holding it in time and space. That attention strengthens the thought, which strengthens the field, which strengthens your emotional response. It becomes this cycle. And now your body feels stress chemicals. And those stress chemicals linger for about 90 seconds. Your brain, and then you re-trigger it. You're re-triggering it, re-triggering the thought, which is like this, and then the chemical wave lasts for 90 seconds. Within those 90 seconds, you've re-triggered it, re-triggered. So you start to live this chemistry of despair. Your brain gets wired for more stress, and your life keeps replaying the same stressful patterns. Hello? Emotional deja vu, also known as my life on repeat. So just imagine, for example, your brain is Netflix. If you keep watching the same series, Drama Season 3, don't be surprised when the algorithm keeps recommending more drama. If you want a new life, you've got to pick a new show. Say, the Gratitude Channel, the Adventure Channel, the Comedy Channel. Oh, comedy's really good. They're all out there. They're all on the menu available for you to choose. Now, in psychology, they say that neurons that fire together wire together. That's basically saying thoughts link. And in physics, they say the observer affects the observed. So the awareness, the consciousness actually affects the structure of matter. Put those two together and you've got a very simple truth. What you repeatedly think and feel is what you're training your body and your reality to create. So when I say what you think about, you bring about, it's not just a slogan. It's how your biology and the whole universe work. You are dancing together every single moment. So try this for just 1 week. Every time you catch yourself saying something like, I don't want this, or I hate that, flip it and ask, well, what do I want instead? Start to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Put your attention on what you want. Train your attention like a puppy. Oh my God, who doesn't love puppies? Be the puppy to yourself. Keep guiding it back to the toy you want it to chew, not the shoe it keeps destroying. Focus on what you want and play with that. Even imagine, daydream. There is positive attributes to daydreaming and fantasizing about something. Yet don't just stay there. Enjoy the dream, then take action towards it. So let's make a really clear metaphor with you. Imagine you're a DJ of the universe. You're the universe DJ, and every thought you think is like dropping a song onto the playlist. Play Worry All Day, and the crowd, otherwise known as the field, starts moving to the worry beats. Oh, play Gratitude, and suddenly everything around you starts vibing at a different rhythm. The dancers are those atoms of potential. in constant motion. They move differently depending on what music you're spinning. And the interesting thing is, when I had my DNF experience when I was 18, I actually felt the universe as this vibrational, resonating sound, music. You actually felt this vibration. And some people can do that even today. A number of the pranic healers that we work with, they can actually feel the energy and the vibration of people when they're not feeling well or when they're feeling really good. They're high vibing or low vibing. They feel the vibration. Now, the good news is you can change this vibe, this song at any time. You can redirect your attention. That's why practices like gratitude, visualization, or even meditation are super powerful. They're not just, hey, feel good exercises. It's not something that you can just tweet about or put on your social. I did my meditation today. It's actually for you, your mindfulness, and your soul. They are deliberate ways of tuning your electromagnetic field to broadcast something new, and the field responds. So start small, like just before bed. Think of 3 things that went great today, or right today, or good today. Just think of 3 things that make you happy about the day. Doesn't matter how tiny. Oh, I found a great parking spot. Ooh, I got extra cream in my coffee. Yay. My friend texted me with a funny emoji. Any little moment, that little shift trains your brain to shine light on the roses of your day instead of the weeds of your past. Now, over time, that becomes a new default playlist. The drop back into, oh, what's going right now? Now, here's the choice we all face. Keep running reruns of old thoughts, old beliefs, old emotions, and keep living the same history over and over, or shine your attention somewhere new and watch new possibilities start to organize around you. Because energy always flows where attention goes. What you think about, you bring about. It's not just now and then, it's always in play. And you're not stuck with the channel you've been watching that you call your life. You've had the remote control in your hands this whole time. So think of your mind as a GPS. If you keep typing in stress street or failure freeway, guess where it's going to take you? But the moment you punch in success avenue or gratitude gardens, your inner GPS reroutes it. It doesn't judge, it just follows where you point it. It's not going to have an opinion on it. It just says yes. Okay, that's what you want to create? Great. So here's my challenge for you. What are you going to shine your attention on today? What are you going to shine your attention on this week? What are you going to shine your attention on tonight as you go to sleep? Is it weeds, roses, stress, or possibility? Fear or freedom? Because wherever you shine, that's where you're going to bring more. Your energy will follow your answer, and so will your future.
Cool. I love that. I thought we were going to go real woo woo for a minute, but you brought it right back into science, and I loved that.
The interesting thing is, so much of this stuff is woo woo, and it's also science. The thing is, it's not one or the other. Spirituality, emotions, the soul, daydreaming, future potentials, space and time, all of this stuff is actually proven inside. Dr. Joe Dispenza does a whole bunch of this stuff on it. Greg Braden does a whole bunch of this stuff. There's a lot of information out there. It's like, this is really wild and weird. And it's like, and it's actually scientifically, people think that they're 2 separate things, but they're actually the same thing. The science says that we don't exist like we think we do. And so does religion, spirituality, and everything. It says you're not the body. You're the observer within the body. You're the soul within the body, having a human experience. It's like what they say. You're not. Rumi, the prophet, said a lot like you're not a drop in the ocean. You're the ocean, the whole universe in a drop. And that's what they're saying. Everything that you see in the whole universe exists in you. Your physical body is a universe in itself. And we think of ourselves as one entity, a human being, but we have all these microbes and all these other elements and these digestive ends, all these things living inside us. We are an ecosystem and a universe in ourselves. And when we're out of balance, there is chaos. And our thoughts are creating and our thoughts are responding. So where are you in that play? Are you creating or are you just reacting to other creations around you?
Exactly. And this is why we call this escape the toxic minefield, because it's what are you consuming? What are you consuming and what are you putting out? And if you're consuming negative stuff by your thoughts, because you're consuming those thoughts, that's in your field. And that's one of the ways to escape the toxic minefield is start focusing on paying more attention to the things you want. I'm going to dumb it down what Jamie just said, basically. I'm going to not use all the big sciencey words that he uses. Basically, it's what you put your attention on, which is what the title of this is energy goes where attention flows.
And the thing is like it's not about not having an emotion or not having a thought or never having a negative thought ever again. It's about being aware that that's taking place and choosing something else, changing in that moment and going, oh, I'm so upset right now. Do I want to create more upset or do I want to create happiness? What can make me happy right now? What am I actually upset about? Can I change it? No. And this is a whole nother teaching that we'll probably do next week about how the three key questions you ask yourself to create success out of any situation. We've said them before. We'll probably teach next week on that. So it's not
Cool.
about not being who you are. It's about being more of who you are in a way that you and the environment loves it.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We will see you next Tuesday. Join us at. Go ahead.
I was just going to say we're going to drop off now, and those that are here live with us will be doing the personal healing sessions with you in regard to the electromagnetic field that exists as you. Because when you see that electromagnetic field out of balance in some form, we find that there is disharmony because you're no longer in harmony. Disharmony and disease happening. So we'll be jumping off and doing that with you guys that are here.
Yeah, and just so you know, if you want to join us, but you're feeling a little funny about joining us live on a Zoom, you can turn your camera off and you don't show up on the live because any of the cameras that are off don't get broadcast live. And then when we pop off, you can turn your cameras on and it's just us. So cool. All right, awesome. Oh, join us at what I was about to say. Join us at toxicminefield.com. If you want to get onto the Zoom with us, that's where you join us is at toxicminefield.com. And that's how you get access to us live. All right.